Yes, I do. Hi, Joan.
Joan knows a little bit about the Cowan family.
Okay.
I'm Fran Fairley.
How are you
So
doing?
I am the great-grandson of Hugh, so great-great-grandson of John, and so John and Mary Cowan, so that would be my connection to it.
Yeah,
I am a descendant of the Cowans, yes. The lady that you see out spinning in the gallery, there's a picture of her spinning an own sound. That's
So that'd be this one.
Granny McLean?
Granny Cowan.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting? So where would you be in terms of John and Mary?
And she is the children of Joan Clarke.
Okay, good Scottish.
And she was actually born in sort of Aberdeen
Okay.
area. Had family there.
Yeah. And so your thinking is that this would be her mother, so Mary McLean.
This is Mary.
Okay, so Mary McLean Cowan from the Isle of Mull, John Cowan being from Oban.
So the Clarks also were from
They're from Mull.
Mull, and they met up.
I'm not sure how they traveled between Oban and Mull, but I know from Mull to Iona, my ancestors used to roll. I
Okay.
can't imagine being out in the open.
No.
But, and no safety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These used to roll over to.
And we don't know if they got married, if John and Mary got married in Scotland. Have you ever heard?
I don't know.
Yeah, because it's around one age for the one girl, Anne, says that she was born in Canada about 1856. Now, I don't know what they're basing that on. Maybe they just done an estimate from how old she was in the census. And then one place they said they came to Canada about 1854. One place I saw married was around 1855, so they could be. So 1855, that's still district marriage registers. So that's a whole thing. The person can go through the district marriage registers.
Wow.
And my granny remembers when she would visit Granny Cowan, that'd be her.
And they called her Granny Cowan?
Yeah.
Because there's all the different
Yeah.
variations.
And then some of her Cowan aunts and stuff, they still spoke the Gaelic a bit. And she
Yes.
remembers being a little put out because they didn't want her to understand something, they didn't do the Gaelic. And of course, Granny had no idea of how the words were and stuff like that, but she remembers.
So that would be Granny being Granny at this level? Or?
That's mine,
Yeah.
my granny.
And then that'd be,
That's her dad.
okay.
So
What are some traits that you would say would be typical of what you know of the Cowan tradition that you, as you do? Is there anything that would be characteristic?
I'm not sure. For the Clarks, we always pay attention for sure.
Sure, yeah, discuss.
But the Cowans, I'm not sure.
Any threads that?
The only thing is that plate, like it was passed down
Sure.
to my granny from one of her maiden aunts from the Cowan line. So, and I'm not married, so I'm going to pass it on to you.
Sure.
So I've got safe in my cupboard.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so I think I guess it would just be that Scottishness.
Okay, Yeah, Scots through and through.
And maybe the shyness, yeah.
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 Because there's always a reticence, certainly in terms of projecting themselves or talking about themselves. Many are very accomplished, as we've gone through some of the stories, but all never talked about themselves, and everything was matter of fact in the way they lived and the way they did things. They faced problems, they just blew through them, they didn't dwell on them, they didn't harp on them, they were just rather stoic, which the dour Scot tradition, I guess.
And this image always has fascinated me
Mhm.
over the years, because I've been with the museum for about 25 years,
Right.
and that was one of the first images I saw.
What would you guess the reference to, she was a red lady on the back?
They thought she was a First Nations woman.
Okay, so she had a look that reminded them of the
Yeah,
First
well,
Nations?
they're confused by the basket. If you see the basket on the front,
Okay,
this is a First Nations made black ash stone basket. And that's a typical art form from the folks around here and also from Manitoba, you know.
Yeah.
But non-native folks used them a lot to hold the
Sure.
or
Mhm.
laundry, or
Yeah, well
whatever.
made, well made, yeah.
So when this image was first found by Melba Croft,
Yeah.
she just assumed it was a First Nations woman.
Okay,
She didn't
because-
have the benefit of research
Sure.
Yeah.
or Ancestry.com.
Yeah.
Using your original guess in terms of.
Yeah.